Hi, I'm Cheryl and I'm Molly's Nana.
Hi, I'm Molly and this is my name.
Okay, we're here this afternoon. We're just going to tell you make some cookies that are real easy to make, that you can make at home in just a few minutes. And so we're going to start out by Molly's going to get some of the ingredients and I'm going to set up the aluminum foil. These are no bake cookies, and so you don't have to have the oven. You can just mix them up in a pot. So she's going to get the ingredients. Let me get the cookbook first. It tells us exactly what we need.
I'm going to go grab the ingredients.
Okay, well
I'm going to go get them real fast.
Wait just a second and I'll tell you what to do.
I know we need oatmeal.
Yeah. Just a minute. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. We need oatmeal.
Oatmeal? Okay.
Can you see it?
Is the oatmeal at the top?
Yes. You want me to reach that?
Yeah, I'm too sure.
Okay. All right. Then we need cocoa.
Cocoa?
Mhm.
Is it on the...
It's probably on the top too.
The Hershey cocoa?
Yes. All right. So right here.
You can use any kind of cocoa. We just have the Hershey cocoa. So.
Okay. We need butter.
Butter? Okay.
Let's stick the butter out of the
Stick
refrigerator.
butter?
Uh-huh.
A whole stick like this?
Yes.
And you don't have to use this exact brand of butter, just use any kind of butter. Works fine, we just have that kind of butter.
Okay. Now what we're gonna do, since we have eaten so much during quarantine and being in the house all the time and everything, until we're not gonna make a whole recipe of them. We're gonna we're gonna make a smaller recipe, because if we make a whole recipe, we're gonna eat a whole recipe. And so we're gonna cut it down just a little bit, so we just have a few that will satisfy that sweet tooth that we have, but won't be so much that we
Throw up.
not throw up, but so much that we have too much to eat. Okay. All right. So Molly, you can get the milk out of the out of the refrigerator. And while you're sitting that over there, I'll get the oatmeal.
What else? Do we need anything else? We need sugar.
It's right here.
Oh, you already got sugar? And what else do we got?
Vanilla.
Oh,
Vanilla.
vanilla.
And it's right up here. Here you go. Molly.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so we have all our ingredients.
Okay, so now we need a pot, just a saucepan, to mix them up in. Let's see. We're just gonna make a few. Well, are the dishes in the dishwasher
I
clean?
think so.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Okay. Get that pot right.
This one?
No, not that one. The one in the back. Okay. And you could probably make a whole recipe using a pot that's this size, but we just want to be sure that it doesn't boil over or anything like that. So.
And you don't have to make as much as we can make as much as you want.
Okay. The recipe, this is what the recipe calls for: a stick of butter, 2 cups of sugar, half a cup of milk, 4 tablespoons of cocoa, 3 cups of uncooked oatmeal, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Now I want to say you can add peanut butter to this if you want to. We're not huge peanut butter fans, so we're probably not going to do that. But the first thing you do is the first 4 ingredients: the butter, the sugar, the milk, and the cocoa. We're going to put those in the pot. All right, Molly, if we're going to make a quarter of a recipe, then what we need to do is make a quarter of a stick of butter. Have we got a stick that's already open in there?
Yes we do. I just said a full stick of butter, so I didn't know.
Yeah, okay, here. We'll stick this one back in, and let's see, about a quarter of a stick. Which, you see this little mark right there? There's a little mark right there.
Right there. And that's going to tell you where it is. See, because right here it says 4 teaspoons. So you start at that line, and then you go down here, and then that would be 4 teaspoons, and then so on.
Okay, 4 tablespoons. Okay, now we have a little bit taken off of this, so we're going to move it over just a little bit right here, like about that. Yes. Okay, now can you unroll that and put it in the pot right there? Okay, now let's try to stay cleaned up a little bit while we're doing this. So let's put the butter back in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And we're going to turn the burner on under the pot so the butter can start to melt. We're going to turn it on really low though, because we don't want it to get
Too overfilled.
Yeah. Okay, so now we've got the butter in there. We want to put, all right, a half a cup of milk is what it calls for.
Okay.
So if we're only going to take 1/4 of a half of a cup, though, it's not going to be much. So Nana's just going to estimate on
Do you
that.
need this?
No, I don't need that yet. Okay, that's probably enough. Can you put this back in the refrigerator?
Yes.
Okay, now for the sugar, it says 2 cups of sugar. So if we have 2 cups of sugar, how much would be 1/4 of it?
One half.
A half cup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Okay.
Do we have a half a cup?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
All right, let's find the marker, I think.
Hold on, I saw it right there.
Okay, so let me put that much sugar in. You tell me when I've about got it.
Okay, it looks like it's there.
Okay.
Yep, right there.
Okay. All right, you can dump it in the pot. Okay. And then the only other thing that we have
The vanilla.
is the cocoa. It's the cocoa right
We
now.
already added the vanilla?
No, the vanilla doesn't come in until at the end.
Oh.
Okay. All right, so it calls for 4 tablespoons of cocoa. So we only need 1, since we're doing 1/4 of the recipe. Now, this is the
1
tablespoon.
Okay.
All right, get it in there, and wait a minute now. That would be like about 3.
Yeah.
So let's, and we could just go like
Yeah,
this.
that's what I was about to do.
Okay, now then, you got it
Came
all
out
in
of the
there?
block.
Shake it off good. Okay, so we've got the first 4 ingredients in there. Okay, and you can put these and these in the, oh well, we need to keep this out though. Put this in the
Oh gosh.
sink, please. Sorry.
He almost stabbed me.
Sorry. Now, if you want to put this back up, then it'll be out of the way, because right now what we're going to do is turn this up to about a 7.5 on there, and we're going to let you be be the stirrer. Okay, now this
I
has
got a huge spoon.
this has to stir. Let me break up the butter a little bit for you.
That was loud.
Okay. I probably should have cut it before I put it in here. That would have been better if I did.
Yeah.
But I didn't, but it's not a huge error. We can cut it up a little bit here. Whoops. And it will melt in just a minute or two. And once this starts to boil, then we have to boil it for a minute, about a minute and 15 seconds, anywhere from a minute to a minute and a half. But I usually try to make it a minute and 15 seconds because that hits it right in the middle. Okay. I'll be sure all that gets. Wish we had a burner that was, well, it's closer. Next time we'll do better with that. Okay. Stir.
Yep.
Can you see?
Yeah.
You want to get a little stool so you can see better? Okay, I'm going to turn it up just a little bit so that can start to boil, and then I'll turn it down some. Now, one of the biggest things you need to do is whenever you get, after this boils, and you get it all ready to put the other ingredients in, the vanilla and the oats, and you could also put the peanut butter in thin if you decided to put peanut butter in. And so, but you have to put them in quick because the sugar and everything in the other ingredients in here harden up in a hurry, and so you got it in there. Let me scrape the sides here just a little bit. Okay, anything you want to tell them, Molly?
Well, we're probably gonna make it where we would do it where when it starts boiling, you guys probably don't want to watch it boil. So we're gonna probably fast forward that.
Well, it'll only take a minute or so, and so we probably need to just leave it right there. All right, it's starting to boil. Then you have to stir it the whole time that it's boiling. So that's your job, Molly. And let's set a kitchen timer for a minute and 15 seconds. And my phone's ringing, so. Good girl.
Smoke.
Smoke.
There we go. That works.
You just want to keep it boiling, but
We have 36 seconds left.
yeah, not too much longer. And whenever we get this done, I'm going to let you, or I better do that, I guess. Take this. We need
It
to
looks
put,
like plain chocolate now.
yeah, we need to put some vanilla in.
Well, I don't want to smoke in my face. So.
You want me to turn the fan on?
No, it's just 2,
2 more seconds.
1.
Okay, leave that in there and pull this over here so it'll be closer. All right, we're going to put a quarter of, well, let's see if there's a quarter on here. Is that? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put that much vanilla in. Stir when I put it in. Okay, stir it real good. Okay, and now we need to put the oats in. It says 3 cups, so we'll probably have, I about a little more than a cup. But you keep stirring. Here, I tell you what, let me stir for a minute.
No, I got it. It's okay.
Okay.
And if you don't like oatmeal, then you're probably going to change your mind after you eat this.
That's true. Getting it?
Yep.
Don't need any more oatmeal, I don't think.
Nope, there. Looks like there's enough.
It's a little bit hard.
It's getting thicker every second.
Okay, let me stir for just a minute. So, in a weird sort of way, you can think of this as being a little bit healthy because it has milk and it has oatmeal in it.
Yeah.
But there's not too terribly much sugar in it, so that's not too bad. Okay, now once you get this stirred up and you can see what it looks like there, then you're going to drop it by teaspoonfuls on some aluminum foil.
Like what we have right here.
Yes. Okay, Molly, you want to get a spoon and you can help me with this? Get a spoon and we'll try to bunch them up here a little bit. Okay.
And the weird thing is with these, all you have to do is let them cool and you don't bake
That's
them
right.
at all.
You don't have to bake them. You can just let them cool, and you can make them as big or as small as you want them to be.
We might be just leftover dough. I'm getting too little.
Yeah, add a little bit to that one because it's kind of small. Maybe some more.
Oh gosh. And at this house, we love chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate is a staple in this house. Okay.
Here, let me grab some. Oh gosh.
Okay. All right, this is going to be the last one.
Here, let me make.
You're going to get a little bit more to that one?
Yeah. And then add the rest to that one.
Okay.
Is this too hot?
Yeah, it's probably a little bit too hot. And we'll put...
Nope. It's not. Can I make it off?
You can. And let's see. If there's any more we need to add. Okay, I think we got it. Good job, Molly.
Thank you.
Good job. Okay, now we've made a dozen cookies instead of 4 dozen. And so we can enjoy these and not have too much. And it didn't take long to make them. And you can enjoy doing it while you're making them, stirring them up, getting the ingredients out, and all of those things, and have fun with your little sweet peas. So, okay.
Well, that's all.
Wish you could taste some, but go ahead.
Bye.
See ya.